Good morning, everyone. I am Jun Shanling from Logistics Management in the Swiss campus. And let me introduce my teammate. Zhang Ziying from Logistics Management, Kong Wan Ep from E-Business Technology, and Dan Jia Tian from E-Business Technology. As there is an increasing concern about overspending among youth in Malaysia. As a result, we will start the discussion about the best way for youth to spend their money wisely. In the five suggestions, buy during sales, avoid credit card, devise a budget, avoid impulse buying, and research larger voucher. I think that avoid impulse buying is the best way for you to spend their money wisely, because it will avoid us spend too much money on such we don't need. Impulse buying usually occurs when we are depressed. We frequently buy unneeded things such as beautiful skirts, luxury accessories, and so on, in order to make ourselves happy and forget about unprecious things. Actually, there are many ways to make us happy without spending money, like exercising, jogging, and listening to music are all excellent ways to make us feel happy. In addition, we must not make purchasing decisions when our judgment is impaired. For instance, alcohol, drugs, or sleep deprivation will harm our ability to make sensible decisions. Before making any decision, we can stop and consider about what we really need. Furthermore, have many people make an impulse buying because they felt about missing out on the sale. So, avoid impulse buying will prevent them from spending their money in the wrong way.
You are right, but in my opinion, buying during the sale is the best way for you to save some money because they can spend less money to buy that thing they are like when during the sales. For example, they can get a lot of designer clothes at the affordable price. If you spend 1,000 ringgit on clothes each year and the thing are just 10% off, you will save 100 ringgit at the each year. This is enough to buy other items they are required. During the sales, something will bigger than 10% discount. They're able to save more of the money that they are accept. Not only can they keep their money, but they can also use the money they save to open a saving account to earn some interest in the bank. Furthermore, during the sales is a great time to shop for gift. If they intend to purchase some gift, it is a great time to buy things during the sales. Often like buying one get one free, can help them cover a lot of more gift in the short amount of the time. Do you agree with me, Jia Tian?
No, I don't think so because yours will differ by marketing. For example, the discount and coupon. Because of the discount and the coupon, they will spend their money on too many of the items. Outside influences are an essential factor that will affect what they spend their money on things that are not needed. Before they spend their money on the item, they can try to be aware of why they drawn to them. In my opinion, researching larger purchases is the best way for youth to spend their money wisely. Before they make any larger purchases, they can check out the relative web page. In addition to this, they can also borrow or rent it instance for purchases. For instance, car, bicycles, clothes, and others are not really needed or often used. Suppose this is something that they only need for a limited time. They can rent for a limited period. It will save them money and prevent them from spending a lot of money to buy the item because they think it's due to repeat replacements for the item.
That's right. But I think avoiding credit card is one of the way for youth to spend their money wisely. Because some credit cards have a freeze and unfreeze options that allow them to temporarily lock their credit cards. So, use cannot be used. They must prevent themselves from using their credit cards to help them protect their credit card and their finance, forcing themselves to use cash and debit card only. It will help them to avoid the problems that come from overspending with credit cards. If they carry a balance on their card month to month, they also will cost a lot of money. Credit card also charge a high interest rate for the user. If they are spending spree without a plan to pay them off, they will find hopelessly in debt. It also will lead them to bankruptcy if they cannot pay off their debt. What do you think about Ziying?
That is true to an extent. But I think avoiding credit card is not the best way for youth to spend their money wisely. In my opinion, devising a budget is also an excellent way for the youth to spend their money wisely. Devising the budget can help them to track their spending and income to get accurate of their financial situation. They can review their bill each month and add the expense to their budget. For instance, they track their purchase for a period and create a monthly limit for each category. It will ensure the total budget is smaller than their income for that period and enough left over for saving. They also can save their money to prepare for emergency because life is filled with surprise, something better than other. When they are sick or injured or have a death in the family, it can lead to severe financial turmoil. This is precisely why everyone needs an emergency fund.
So, would you say that devising a budget is the best way for youth to spend their money wisely?
I suppose that is true. Devising a budget can help them to prepare for emergency. It also can help them ensure they do not waste their money on what they do not require. As one mentioned earlier, these days, people who overuse and abuse credit card do not always realize they are overspending until they are dropped in the debt. If they create and stick to a budget, they will never find themselves in an unstable position. If they devise a budget, they will know exactly how much money they earn and spend each month. They also can know how much they can save money for each month through devising the budget. The money they save can also be used as a reward for traveling at the end of the year, or they can also buy the goods that they are desired but unable to obtain on a regular basis. Do you agree with me, Wan En?
You have made your view very clear. I agree with you. Devising a budget is the best way for youth to spend their money wisely. I think devising a budget can help them to shed light on the bad spending habit. When they build a budget, we force them to take a close look at their spending habit. Therefore, they may notice that they are spending money on the things they do not need and will help them to spend the money on other meaningful things. Budgeting also can allow them to rethink their spending habits and refocus on their financial goals. Furthermore, devising a budget also can help them to control their money and avoid a lack of funds.
I see your point. Devise a budget also can help youth to determine how much they can take the debt. For example, if the debt is they can afford it, then taking debt is not necessarily bad. Devising a budget can show how much a debt block they can actually take without being stretched. How do you think about Xiaotian?
It's pretty clear that devise a budget is essential for youth to spend their money wisely. Every youth can devise a suitable budget for themselves. When they have a reasonable budget, it will help them enable to produce extra money. Furthermore, when create a budget, they can identify and eliminate unnecessary spending to save more money. For instance, that feasibility and instance these immigrants' small saving can add up over time. It can help them to achieve their goal and statistic they want.
Right, so we all agree that devise a budget is the best way for youth to spend their money wisely. Does anyone has anything else to say? If not, let us bring this discussion to a close. Thank you for your contribution to this discussion.